video games, if they have a rating of less than 85% or 8 out of 10, they're considered a bad game. Do you have any insight on that? Because I've never understood that.
I mean, I'm trying to think of a reason. I could give it like the Source magazine for like music.
Okay.
For rap songs, they would have a mic system, which is they would give you a certain amount of mics out of 5. And as the great Skittles put it, if it was 3 mics, it was okay, but why would you? There are other albums that you could choose. 4, pretty good, and 4.5, 5 up is considered a masterpiece. So I'm thinking, when people see a 7 out of 10, they're like, I mean, it's
all right.
Yeah, it's all right, but like, why would I get this compared to an 8 or 9 out of 10? It's kind of another example is, let's say you're at a grocery store,
Okay.
and you see a deal for, I don't know, a variety pack of fruit.
Okay.
Where there are 3 versions. One version has about 10 apples, 10 bananas.
Okay.
Pretty good. If you like apples and bananas, you would go for it. But then there's another one, 15 apples and 15 bananas.
Right. Okay.
So why would you go for the 10 if there are 15 available?
Oh, I get that. But I've never understood the idea of 7 out of 10 being bad.
Me neither.
It's better than average.
I mean,
it's very good. It's just not excellent.
It's like opinions, so...
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of opinions went into these games, but a lot of opinions go into video games in particular. And I don't buy into a lot of the video game criticism that a lot of people have, because here's the thing, right? I'm going to go off on a mini rant and then we'll get back to this.
Gotcha.
But video games these days, most of them are open world, 50 gigabytes to 100 gigabytes, and everybody's expecting perfection when these games come out, which they should be working without any bugs. But at the same time, these games are so huge that they're coming out that you can't eliminate all the bugs until it gets out there. Yeah. And I know being a fan of Bethesda's 3 biggest softwares, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and now Starfield, it's easy for me to say, well, bugs happen, but I mean, look at the Cyberpunk release from a couple of years ago.
Oh, I remember that.
Cyberpunk, when it was released, was considered one of the worst games of all time. Fallout 76 was considered one of the worst games of all time.
Yeah.
But they got patched, and the bugs were smashed, and the storylines were more clear, and then by the end of it, at least Cyberpunk is considered a fantastic game these days.
I still see some people hating on it.
Well, but they're only hating on it from a reputation of the release.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, okay, let me give you an example of that, right? Going back to sports for a minute. You had...
I like sports.
Well, 10 years ago, Swansea City signed a goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
And... was it 10 years? Yeah, it was 10 years ago they signed a goalkeeper. And a lot of the fans were hesitant about this goalkeeper based on a reputation of 5 games he'd had 6 years prior.
Mm-hmm.
And he turned out to be one of the best goalkeepers the team ever had.
Wow.
Because he'd improved from those 6 bad games every other time he set foot on the pitch.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's the same thing with Cyberpunk, I guess, is every patch has made it better and better and better and better. Not every game's going to be Elden Ring.
No.
But, it did its job, and it is now considered a great game.